position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Finds his tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He'll do it himself on the draw. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Gibson. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
He'll keep it himself. Bust through behind his pad.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They knew coming in they were going to have to find a way to corral this guy, and they're able to get home early, really creating some momentum on their side.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This offense has had the ball forever. 14th play of the drive. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Kent. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Just drives it between the uprights. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Wants to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
There he goes. Got some room into the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Another defense is playing lights out. Second sack of this opening drive. One thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go, and you're seeing it here on the big stage.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense.
And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Grab behind the line. It's Kent. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown it up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Quick strike complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Just keeps slinging it. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Using his legs, it's up. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll do it himself. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Snap it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Pulls and fires complete. And the Sooners get it past the sticks. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down.
Slithers into space. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Bringing the heat. Finds his man. It's up. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the ground with the back. Creates a little space. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. The give on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. To the air, it's Mateer. Right on the money. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. With the catch, it's Gibson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sategna. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Burks. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Hard running there. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He's looking to pass. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He tries to take the top off. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Nussmeier. It's complete. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield on first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Hilton. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Grab near the sticks, it's Sharp. And the Tigers get enough to move the chains. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Sharp. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. He'll sneak it. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sharp. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off and shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often, because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. And some room to work. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Quick completion on the out route. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The pull and throw off the RPO. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. he'll lose a yard. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looking to get it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 6, Halsey in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Brings it in down
to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Here's the handoff. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He'll keep it on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Quickly to the tight end.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in, it's Gibson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And the Sooners are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He'll keep it himself. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He caught it, and he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
With the catch, it's Gibson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hilton. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys, so this is a big win today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.